Hello guys, this is Cyber Ghost here and you're welcome back to the channel. Okay guys, so if you're watching this video then you're probably going through this or this or this. Yeah guys, I know I've gone through it so many times myself, but today guys we're going to be checking out how to hunt Rajang in Monster Hunter World Iceborne. Okay guys, I know Rajang can be very difficult to take on the first time you encounter him in the game because he is everywhere. So today we're gonna be checking out his moveset first and how to evade them and how to stay safe from him and how to counter his moves. So as we all know, Rajang is a very aggressive monster. Like the moment you set eyes on him, he starts fighting you. So what you have to do always in this fight is to stay prepared and always stay moving and always keep your eyes on him. So Rajang has two levels of rage. I call it rage 1 and rage 2. So when he is in his enrage mode, that is where you have to really be on your toes and when you have to be ready. So in rage 1 he has this ground pound he does. He jumps into the air and rolls like a softball and just crashes you on the ground, and that move isn't that punishing enough, but if you don't pay attention or maybe you have less than 50% health, you can be cutted with that move. So anytime that move comes up, you should be ready to roll away, or if you have a guard weapon you can block and you'll be safe from that move. So the rage level that you really have to watch out for is his rage 2 mode, because when he is in rage 2 mode he makes all his moves powerful moves that can catch you once. So with the ground pound in rage 2 he does it with a lot of power. So when that one is coming on, you can't just roll away and be okay. So when that move is coming up, he does this huge roar before he jumps up in the air. So when you see him do the huge roar, you can start by running. So when he jumps up, then you also jump to do the Superman dive, to dive on the ground to evade that move. Moment you dive, no matter how close he lands to you, you won't get any damage. That move is the one you really need to watch out for, and his spinning attacks after his rage move sets. When he's enraged, he will attack everything and everywhere, so you have to go circles around him to knock out his rage. And to knock out his rage is very easy. That's what makes this fight an easy fight, despite he is like moving everywhere. He always has openings, but his openings have a very tight window, so you always have to be ready and you have to be fast. So when he's moving around, he stops about for 2 or 3 seconds. So within that 2 or 3 seconds you need to target his weak point, that's the tail. So you keep knocking out the tail anytime he stops to push him out of his rage. So when he's in his second rage, in the first rage, when you try to knock him out, he will move into his second rage. When he moves into his second rage, that is where you have to be very ready to knock the anger out of him. So in that second rage, that is where he does his most powerful attack. So you stay on your toes, try to go circles around him, keep targeting the tail, and once you're able to knock it out about 3 or 4 times with some powerful attacks, you knock out his rage. And once you knock out his rage, he is going to be vulnerable to war banks, which will be very essential for you in this hunt. You have to spam war banks on him. So anytime you get him out of his rage, try to time his movements, get the right time to do the clutch claw and go for a war bank, and when he's down you do some serious damage. And also when he is in rage 2, you can't attack his arms, which are also part of his weak points, but I don't usually focus on his hands more. I focus on the tail more in the fight always, because the tail is the key weak point of Rajan, and he always goes down easily, and he always flinches more when you attack his tail. And for builds, guys, always I say that I can't give a full build yet, but I can give the skills that you need to have with this fight. For this fight, you need evade extender. Surely you need it, guys, because his moves are really punishing. So you always have to be a mile away, or you have to dodge perfectly to escape all his attacks, the pinning attacks and the laser beams and all that. You need to get evade extender to move away a bit, and divine blessing to withstand some attacks, and critical eye for maximum critical damages, and maybe weakness exploits. If you have a spot for that, you can add that to weakness exploit. I really use that skill because using the weakness exploit to attack the weak points of monsters, get them to flinch faster so that you can do more damage. And always, guys, when you're going for the grab on Rajan at the start of the fight, try to use a mantle and not the rocksteady mantle, because he can still get you down and do some damage. So you have to go with the temporal mantle if you want to do the war bank at the start of the fight, because sometimes at the start of the fight he will not go straight into his rage mode, so you'll be having the chance to do a first war bank and get yourself some damage before the fight starts. For that war bank, you have to go with the mantle, so temporal mantle, so that he can't grab you and pin you on the ground. Then you can do your first war bank and start the fight. So when you get him weaker, you can just go with the trap, just wrap it up with the capture, or you can still, after when you get him, when you knock him out, for him to get weak like that, he doesn't have much to fight for, so you can keep on fighting to get him slayed or to capture him. I choose to capture him because fighting Rajat is like a whole chore, you know, like you have to like keep your eyes on him, move around circles. If you get pinned once, you are dead, because his attacks are always flying around, so you have to be really on your toes, guys. Yeah, and also for your skills, you can add agitator, because this guy is always angry always the time. He gets angry about 2 times. That's his 2 levels of range. So within that 2 levels of range, whilst you are going for the tail, you can have agitator on to boost your attack, so that you knock him out faster to do your wall banks and, you know, keep the cycle going till he is tired. Okay, guys, so yeah, I think that's about it for Rajan. And next video I'll be covering his big brother Furious Rajan, who is a bit more difficult to hunt than Rajan. Yes, guys, so if you want to stick around for that, leave a like and subscribe and turn on notifications so that you don't miss that video. Peace, guys.
Bye, have a great time.